How do the Bulldogs benefit from this training event?
So we get to go practice our austere landings, or we call them unimproved surface landings. So we get to go up there, actually practice that on a highway. Before we've just landed on dirt or lake beds, but the first time landing on an actual highway. So that's a pretty cool capability that A10 can bring.
And so what all is happening during this training event?
Yeah, so we're going to leave here tomorrow from Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, a 3-ship. We're going to meet some Selfridge tankers around Oklahoma. They're going to bring us the rest of the way up to Alpena. We will then land there, do some mission briefings, some safety things, and then we'll actually execute this mission on August 5th. And that's where 2 Selfridge A10s will be landing on the highway, then 2 AFSOC aircraft, 2 C-146s, and then us, Davis-Monthan 2x A10s will be landing on the highway as well.
Perfect. How does this training demonstrate the ACE concept?
Yeah, so agile combat employment, so basically air power anywhere, anytime. It's basically a proof of concept that we're just taking a 5,000-foot highway and taking down some power lines to be able to make it safe to land, but we can do this anywhere in the country. So if we can do this, we can do it anywhere in the country or any highways. We just need some sort of landing surface and not necessarily like a built-up airbase to actually be landing or operating out of.
What unique contributions does the A10 bring to the ACE flight?
Yeah, just the way the A10 was made, just the aircraft that it is, so the high bypass engines, big tires, rugged tires, and then just the loiter capability. Basically, all we need is to be able to land, get more weapons, more fuel, and then go be able to execute the mission there. So because we can land on these shorter airfields or shorter highways or whatever it is, we can use that anywhere. So we just need more weapons, more gas, and then we can operate anywhere, anytime.
Why is it important that the Bulldogs are part of this training?
Okay. It's important that our allies understand that if we're going to integrate with them or if we're going to support them, that we can do that from an increasing number of locations. We don't need a full fighter runway or a full fighter infrastructure to go out and generate and then deliver attack air power. We can do that from smaller strips, from highways, and from dirt landing zones. It's also important for our allies to understand that the Bulldogs are eyeing every somewhat straight and somewhat flat piece of dirt and pavement between here and their back door. We're ready to get within striking range, and we're ready to go generate attack air power and deliver attack air power from thousands of locations across the world. And we're going to continue to get lighter, faster, more maneuverable, more flexible as we do that.
How will the Bulldogs continue to improve the ability to operate in austere and contested locations?
Okay. So the Bulldogs are going to continue to move forward. We're going to seize every small opportunity that we can to operate from more austere locations, to maneuver quicker and maneuver more often, while we continue to generate combat air power, attack air power, and while we continue to deliver attack air power. So every time that we get an opportunity to work off of a dirt landing zone or a highway landing zone, we're going to do that. And we're going to do that for longer durations with fewer people and less equipment until we break the system. Because until we can accept some risk and find out where we're actually going to fail, then we're not going to be able to accelerate change, and we're not going to be able to go as light and as lethal as possible.
What all is happening during this training you guys have going on?
Sure. So we're going to fly up to Michigan and work with our partners in the 127th Wing, part of the Air National Guard, as well as some AFSOC assets. They have done a lot of planning and work behind this, so they've gone out and surveyed what's called Thunder LZ, or Thunder Landing Zone, and it's a 5,000-foot unprepared surface that's a 4-lane highway in Upper Michigan.
So how do the Bulldogs benefit from this training event that you guys have going on?
You bet. So this training event is an awesome opportunity for the Bulldogs to get some unimproved surface landing training. So it's something that we don't get to do very often, and so it is valuable training to be able to go and land on an unimproved surface like M32 highway in Michigan.
Is the planning process different for this next to maybe an average mission?
So a lot of planning has to go into doing something different like this, because it's not something we have been doing for the last 30 years. But as we begin to get back into doing austere environment landings, it's something that we're starting to flex our muscles again on. So in this particular case, the 127th Wing has done the preponderance of work to prepare for this, and they've had to do a lot of things to get ready. So they've done an airfield survey and gotten a lot of different support agencies from the state to help support this mission, from law enforcement blocking off the roads to make sure that there's not people that shouldn't be on a landing surface, to fire and crash rescue to public affairs. So there's a lot of things that go into this type of event, and we are very All right, so all the people that are involved in planning this, there's a lot. Initially, to do the site survey and to control the aircraft when they're on this surface, we have combat controllers. The aircraft that are actually participating, you have the 354th Fighter Squadron from the 355th Wing here at Davis-Monthan. In addition, you have the 127th Wing from the Air National Guard, as well as AFSOC assets participating. And then on the ground, we have the Michigan Department of Transportation, as well as the Michigan State Police and Fire Crash Rescue that are all supporting this. And then in addition, we have public affairs as well from Michigan.
Got it. And then real quick, just so we have it, could you explain what AFSOC is?
Air Force Special Operations Command.
Perfect. So is there any added benefit to operating alongside our Guard partners during the exercise?
It's a great benefit to be able to work with our International Guard partners and work that true TFI mentality. So they are being very gracious hosts and having us out there. And it's awesome to be able to work alongside them because we're all part of the same USAF team that's developing these ACE TTP because in the end, we're all going to deploy in the same place and do the same mission.